Thought, what the fuck was I just saying? Ayo, distraction. In the middle, it just drifted away. Ayo, what happened? I knew it a second ago. It's gone now. Now I can't seem to remember. What's this song about? Attention, deficiency, detention. Left me defensive, resentfully repentant for what? I couldn't tell you cause I can't remember anything until it seems my failures are relative. Can it bring me any satisfaction? But distraction bell, just let it ring. Release me from this hell on earth and cut me from Geppetto's string. Lend me a direction to another cliff and need a climb as I find no respect in being valued by a check. Minus average that's behind me like the fuck that wants it here to line. It's just another punk in public schools that had a knack for blindness. Kindly look the other way while others made the most of silence. Use it as a toolkit to create the scene you see behind us. Deep beneath the teachers teach we dream the dream, but wait to find it's far too late for our escape. The bars in case they keep the violence. In my excitement, I think I need their vices. Advice is as good as the listener when life gets a little less Dick and Sally sticking alley prices. Pick a rally, switch to volume, call me with the light switch. Alone at night, deep inside of a broken life. His coat gray, pants kept tight and set right to his bones. He still walks alone and nobody knows. He's got no place that he can even consider home as he roams. Thinks about his brother and his long lost mother. Covers his face as he brushes shoulders with another. She's got her arms full of groceries, her rosaries clenched tight inside of her upholstery. She thinks about her kids mostly. She's been working from open to closing, hoping a man could show her the meaning of holding. But for now she walks alone, so cripplingly lonely. And it's hard for her to smile, she lost her one and only. As she passes a trash can, old man is holding. Finally he can go home and rest, but his hands and that of the clock are all he's got left. Been blessed with success against the tumor inside of his chest, but his wife Beth couldn't fight the one inside her right breast. The old man was left cold and lifeless, and just as he was thinking now he wished she was the widow, a car full of teens tossed a brick through his window. Nice shot, one of the boys said to another, but deep inside of his heart he just felt bad for his mother. Working so hard just to keep the roof covered, as he prays he doesn't end up on the street like his brother.
What's in motion? It's this thinking that living is to prove it, but we all are the embodiment of the family unit. Family unit, family unit, family unit, family unit, family unit, family unit. We all are the embodiment of the family unit.
So as their car sped off so as not to get caught, Cassandra's cat ran across. There was no chance it could stop. Cassandra ran to the spot and on her knees she didn't drop. She cried because her father, the cop, had lost his his life to the job as tears ran down her jaw. If Kat wasn't lost, she wouldn't be out here at all. She'd be at home with her mom's feeling. Brothers were gone with one, evading the law, the other can't keep a job. And for a second she paused, holding Kat by his claws, till she looked up and she saw a man whose face was withdrawal. The man in the coat looked in her eyes, he then spoke, said, just because it's lost doesn't mean there isn't hope. The memory's alive and that she'll never ever go. So if you live your life inside thinking that it's above you, then you're destined to walk past the people who truly love you. I'm not gonna lie and tell you I have all the answers. I remember how I cried when grandma died of breast cancer, how I felt when my father was killed, having to work non-stop to help mother pay the bills, and even after all that she couldn't cover all the meals. So I had to move out, try to make it on my own. I ended flat on my back without a place for me to call home. They think I'm fine cause that's what I told them, so I look for work in my spare time. Shit's hard when you're alone. Cassandra gave him a hug, she said, my company is yours. He couldn't thank her enough, she said, what else are sisters you for? Can come to our house, it's nice and toasty and warm, but you'll have to help mom bring the groceries to the door.
La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. As we revolve around the surface of other people's hurt and thinking every interaction needs a motive, a purpose. Determined to be alone, barred from other humans. The loneliness connects us to the family unit. Why we need to grasp the notion that all are like the ocean. Though you feel like a wave, you're part of what's in motion. It's this thinking, our living is to prove it, but we all are the embodiment of the family unit. The family unit, the family unit. Family unit, the family unit. Family unit, the family unit. We all are the embodiment of the family unit. The family unit, the family unit. Family unit, the family unit. Family unit, the family unit. We all are the embodiment of the family unit. The family unit, the family unit. Family unit, the family unit. Family unit, the family unit. We all are the embodiment of the family unit. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
And this goes out to all the quote MCs who think all they gotta do is rhyme. Show up, get paid like everything is gonna be fine. Put next to no effort and expect to get they shine. I've served my sentence but committed no crime. For those who expect us to pay for their crap, who assume that they have made it cause they pressed a couple tracks. That's myspace.com/generic first act. If hip-hop were easy, they call it shit rap. Those that really make it don't depend on their luck. They work really fucking hard or they're simply dope as fuck. We give them love because they've earned it through staying tough. Still some just make us wonder why it's them and not us. And thus we see the product of a whole lot of work, tailored to look easy, summed up in 3 words. I'm a rapper, means nothing, you're defined by your actions. Your title clouds your vision and names don't make shit happen. Reaction you get from strangers that happen to catch a set. The passion for entertainment you capture when you display it. Happy to make payments are the ones that make you famous. Keep playing the game right and they'll put you on the A-list. But what do I know? I wrote this shit on the bus with a bag full of flyers, excited to put them up. Some have their connections they can ride until the end, so we'll dismiss their shit as luck and simply say fuck them.
Check it out, yo, check, yeah, I'm a rapper with the stature that is someone different. Cause I'm half as fly and never interrupt when someone's spitting at your local cipher. Wait my turn to get vocal. If I never make it, then at least I spurn the next hopeful batch of artists. Be true to yourself in word, cause your selfish ways could lead you to a grave and self-observed. Meaning, I'll be damned looking back at my career if any time I did appear, but see my passion wasn't clear. I'm here, nearing my own dreams, fruition won't meddle with the devil, my soul is the victim. I know what I give in, this here is all of it. Fuck all the politics, here's what I'm calling it. Music, confusing like raps, hip-hop, simple. In fact, it seems rap turn pop and pop fizzles to flat. So I'll just keep on giving them cat, and in the meantime, like rewind, keep bringing them back, yeah.
their hands in the air like they do care. But I feel a change coming, people. Hey, yo. It's about time. And everything that I've wanted to say has already been said before, embedded in the footnotes and letters to the editor. My thoughts are in a vice, so I will squeeze it till my head is sore. Cause the words I do say, I don't know what I said them for. And it's impossible, there's only so many words that I got to pull. It's logical to think that originality, obstacle of logic and thinking are backburnered, wanting pockets full of something other than fists. I swear not to bullshit anybody about the risks that are bloody and all the risk I should study of finding everything funny. And I don't care about money till I start to get hungry. And every bad investment I make keeps me running. And it's stunning that something that seems so ugly and cunning can be so sunny and fuzzy. And there's no way that I'm trusting it. Shit, it wasn't me, was it? I slept with Sleep and her cousin. She keeps me buzzed, I love it. I'll never be above it, cause it's always me. It always was and always will be. What you see is fucking up, I see it as building. The flaws and bad luck that compose the real me. Feel the slow relaxation of the pill. See that fails to make me stronger, slowly kills me. I think through the field with the ideal to reveal the Eliquate you love with the smile on his grill piece. Thrill me to the point that I show you what skills be. Need I say more? 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 So I suggest when taken in context, it's best to sever connections prior to apex and break left from the festering mess. Inevitably kept with my addiction to success is incredibly swept. And nothing is better than seeing your own improvement in tune with this movement. This is preclusion. So we rise with hunger up in our eyes, but slumber is what we find. A number, a place, a line, a plunder of space and time. Isn't the vision is my condition for living. And when given this rhythm toward inverted position that always murdered ambition and then converted my system to play what I wanna listen. And every single decision that's not designed for assistance was surely met with resistance. And all the kids had a mission that fortified their positions with more than fists and a wish list. And it's been 8 long years since they've seen an official who gave a shit for existence. Instead escaped to the kitchen to have a feast on our riches. And we would love to share a piece, but we're stuck with the dishes. Need I say more? 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 To deliver my inquisitive deliverance with rhythm that this kid will get bewildered by the filaments we fill into our children's heads, killing them like cigarettes without a speck of intellect or self-respect. The internet picks up where the parents left, teaching us to perish that value sex, shallow death, all within our reach communicates supremacy, so the media can preach about the scary Middle East and how it's never been at peace without a president. It seems that we will die in dire need without the gift of fantasy and the romance of vanity, without a chance of sanity, and it's a stance calamity because we stand so candy. Have you ever woken from a sleep to see this life is not a dream? Realities which you believe and I believe that my TV is telling me that life's a dream. So easy and serene to fit inside the TV screen, inside the box is nice and clean, but also hard for me to breathe. Like a heart without the arteries, a part of me is harvesting cause marketing is gardening, y'all. And so we remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and blood. I see no real reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. And so remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and blood. I see no real reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. It should never be forgot. they fake it. Truth is in the eyes of the ones who make the statements, and history's contrived of idle minds and hatred. Why it's easier to cut one down than build one up, while the ones who make the states go round tend to bluff. This form of picking leaders to me seems so feeble. I'd rather choose the best than the less of two evils. So fuck civil politics, I won't vote, I don't believe that they should call it this. What do I know? The truth looks nice when polished. It ain't the show, it's supposed to be abolished if it doesn't help us grow. So to hell with common knowledge, promise them a vote, cause there's no call for honestness, the columns to expose, not impose opinions on the cons or the pros, cause a pro is just a term for a con in the know. I look for the clues in the news of the military coups, cause the first tool they use is to abuse the proof, letting only half through. They act as aloof and they laugh as a group, and it's fast to ensue, but the past isn't new, it passes as true. Why try to see the bigger picture if we know that figures lie and we know that liars figure?
Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. So remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. It should never 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 be forgot.
Of everything comes down to timing. With time I find that everything's been rewinding, trying to find a real reason, and it spites me. Everything has changed and fame is unlikely. Namesake is safe, I'm not grabbing a mic. See, I suggest you stay indoors, live life politely, get a job cleaning floors in spite of what you might think. Jig is up, it's over, this party has gotten sober. The days of overnight fame have long since been over, and there ain't enough butter to cover all of this toast. And despite my space hits, there's no reason to boast, cause my ass will be lucky to get half of a coast to invest in something that comes a dime a dozen at most. But don't get discouraged, cause courage is born of hope. Hope is a masochistic wish, I wish to choke. I swallow my pride to clear it from my throat. The 8-year mistake and the Y2K hoax. Give me cereal and cartoons, heart stars and horseshoes, believable commercials, everyone to report to. Back when it was worth it to listen to the word shit. Everyone had a meaning, everyone had a purpose. I know it's cliche to say back in the day, cause back in the day things were basically the same. Styles have surely changed and everyone has a rapper name. Someone please tell me, who the fuck is Eliquate? And it's hilarious the way we let aesthetics embarrass us, so carelessly prepared to compare yourself to America. Fair enough, it's American beauty that keeps tearing up that feeling in your stomach, concealing you grin and bear it. But this nation of distracted reactionary explorers put hooks in the mouths of the rest of us to raise the corners. And so much effort on the part of our employers, but happiness doesn't come with flags, freedom, or borders. It's not an abstraction of literary theory, it's seemingly haphazardous, bitter, and yet endearing. It's succeeding when others out of fear said you would fail. It's getting off scot-free, volunteering for jail. If doing the right thing is only a selfish act, you put good into this world, good feelings will hit you back. Shit, laugh at yourself when nobody is around, not to shelter your embarrassment, but prove that you are proud. Pride is only a sin if it's holier than thou? How art thy nature if the tree don't make a sound? Down to the last drop, we think that it's our age. Are we really given happiness or simply entertained? Words written in cursive like letters, and to our friends we see the seed of sadness and happiness makes amends. Lend settled direction, it's a charity to them. Bend down, may I have another, given all the trends. We pack it up and then present it as zen, and then pretend like we didn't do this shit for our friends. Those of us who earn it make it worth it in the end, because there's no such thing as perfect, but it's worth it to pretend. So somebody can grade it. Chained to the reins of a buggy that is aimless, stained with the blood of an MC trying to make it. Enraged with the love for the music entertainment. It's more than a gimmick or an image that's portrayed in mass hysteria. Who breaks the barrier, reshapes the character. Free pace America, freeze frame the area, retain the narrative, reframe comparing the brain to the merit of animal, barbarian, cannibal, and the merryman. Absent civility and literal embarrassment. Seasons will change and the reasons remain, and the rest is left to the soul, and the rest will be left to the soul. And time, oh time, will slowly unwind, and the rest of the essence will show, and it won't show. I'm fine with mine as long as I try, and left it with no room to grow, and I left it with no room to grow. I don't do black music, I don't do white music. I'm aware I got to get in where I fit in, but let's let the rhythm be what makes the limit, and let's push the image aside just for a minute. We strive to be up in it, this lifestyle dependence on fame, money, and women, and taming the independent. They change to be inventive and claim they were pretending. It's a big lie, they say they said it cause they meant it. Take my place beside the paper chase, the traffic jam of escalades, too afraid to break a lane, and everything will stay the same cause we're more afraid of change. A product of how you're raised and brought up to break the chains. Understandable this feeling of displacement, the image of cool keeps trying to change its faces. And all the kids at your school are just passing through their phases. To hell with the rules, we'll have a party in the basement. We'll let the kids upstairs stay complacent. Who the hell cares, because they're all fucking wasted, and they have not a clue what taste is. The stage is set, tell the actors, places, action.
We all know the best way is the human way. It's inspiring to see so many humans agreeing with each other.
And the mind is all that's inside. When time is trying to slow, tick-tock, the seasons will change and the reasons remain, and the rest is left to the soul, and the rest shall be left to the soul. And time, oh time, will slowly unwind, and the rest of the essence will show, and it won't show. I'm fine with mine as long as I try. sleep, knowing that anything that beautiful had to be a dream. That's the funny thing about this quote-unquote reality, and us as human beings trying to understand the power. See, it's ridiculous to believe that this is it for us, and when I die I'm dead, so I don't see the difference in Jesus, Buddha, God, Allah, anything y'all wanna call it. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, please adhere it to my wallet.
I happen to know evolution's not a theory but a fact.
So watch what you say, because God is mad. Like I really need the complex of having two dads. I don't need original sin to help me feel bad. I'll put it like this, in case he might exist, cause every major religion believes the same shit. Just be nice to each other, use respectful behavior. Don't steal from your brother, don't run for your neighbor. When we all let it be, and it's all so serene, we'll finally realize how long we've been asleep. And it's a beautiful dream.
And it's all in time. We cannot find a reason for being so blind and believing. We cannot hide what's lost to find. Open your eyes and stop dreaming.
The other day I awoke from the most terrifying sleep. I dreamt I was all alone with no one guiding me. It all just happened, we were all kinda accidents, with our backs against the wall, invested in all these practices. I tried to be optimistic about what's inside of me, but the thought of being alone was enough to make me cry to sleep. My dreams were not much better, overcast and cloudy weather. I had to face the fact there's no such thing as forever. I think about the past, how everything was prima facie. Jesus was this guy with this beard and this posse, born in Nazareth on 25th, the solstice, when the earth would shift. But more importantly, he came on Christmas to give me somewhere along the line. This story got a little mixed. All Jesus is a good example how to live. But if this is what it takes to teach these kids how to give, the ends justify the means, and that's just how it is. I've got a choice, I could laugh or I could cry. Choose to laugh cause the choice is mine. That's free will, free spirit, everything that by design we deserve is right, so we never need an alibi. And if it was God that gave it to me, big ups. Thanks for the love, the hugs, and the late night pickups. And thanks for the pain, the strain, and my planned hiccups. Just thanks, whoever you are, if you are with us. And I think it's really just as simple as a tree grows. If God really exists, I doubt he has an ego, and I doubt he wants you on your knees saying, God, please. It's kinda liberating to know that we are free. So go live your life for the moments, and no one but you owns these components. Don't grow your soul just to control it, cause this is your life. Sleep soundly and hold it.
This is a day I will dream as I wake, as I lucidly try to relate to the moments that float by like the boats as they roll by, merrily drifting away. And when I've taken my space and my soul finds its place, guided to the safeness I know, that I know. It's then that I realize what I see with these eyes. No once lost, once found, amazing grace.
Self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory. Let's be specific. These are just the wishes we pass, so self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory. Let's be specific.
celebrities and hard on my sleeve I speak. Few and far between, but thoughts they constantly stream. These hindsight conversations are as good as can be, with all the shit I should have said that keeps me distant from sleep. This opportunity seep between my fingers so clean that even I have to say it's simply not meant to be. These eyes that flashing, recollected passion, shit short of asking, I can't fashion passes, so pass to the next chance I have of being laughed at. Bashful of self, so I call it, say that's that. The fact is I like who I am, so sue me. I enjoy reading comic books and watching violent movies. I prefer laughing to crying when the situation's gloomy. If you copulate a smile, attention will be consuming. Spooning with companionship damages and improving. I can handle it this time without assuming too much from nothing. I trust that I keep it moving. I'm just looking for conversation, the promise of not intruding. And these are just the wishes we pass like self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory, let's be specific. And these are just the wishes we pass like self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory, let's be specific. Concepts I gotta toss, contemporary analysis making the meaning lost. The source of my paralysis, trying to speak a thought. Of course, this is the challenge, I accepted the frosted connection of humorous to midsection, attempting to look collected, cool, calm, inspected by all of your peers, trying my interjections on the hollowing ears. They fill up with their rejections. Reflections don't give much associated with lust. I would sacrifice any passionate evening to have trust. Watch as the passion grows natural at the risk of being actually happy to pass up 2 hips, 4 eyes, and 6 reasons to run. 8 muddled words, 10 says that we're done. If fun was had by all, no calls for complaint. Calls on the next day, switch to calls of restraint. This dance we break takes 2 to embrace, but that loss on your face says I got what I gave. Talk not for the sake of hot topics to take my objective grace. Cough, cricket, sleep, stage left, embarrassed, but goddamn happy I came. Carry it off as careless and cherish the absence of shame. Are just the wishes we pass, so self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory, let's be specific. These are just the wishes we pass, so self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory, let's be specific.
These are just the wishes we pass, so self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory, let's be specific. These are just the wishes we pass, so self-submissive. If this is the best we can do, then this is the best kept memory, let's be specific.
Analysis of the canons and the tropes and the other vocabulary words we use that come up short to sum up how fucked it really is. All I have is yet another presentation of the band. It's clear the goal of colonists was truly not survival, but rather anxiety and a fear of the great vagina. The primal instinct for modernity and arrival on an uncharted landscape, armed with steel and Bibles, claiming they were civilized, belonging to be tribal, with miles and miles of blank land and set styles. If we don't step forward, then we're bound to step back, and if our lines don't expand, then they're destined to collapse. And that's the theory behind the publishing of maps. The empire's colored red, the rest of it colored black. The facts have all been skewed by imperial past, and the path that set this mast is fast on impact. Alas, we're forced to track this substance that we lack. We gave them their culture, now we're taking it back. Because the Western mindset is not about apprehension. I don't study abroad, I travel and pay attention. Now it's cultural, mutually assured destruction. We hit them where where it hurts to prove we can't be trusted. It ain't through the skin, but within that gets corrupted as culture gets replaced with malaise and lack of substance. A slow death inside when meaning gets obstructed by soap, clothes, God quotes, boats in abundance. Motherfucking Columbus presented to be our hero, cause what once was 8 million was whittled down to 0. Now the game plan hit them with uncompromised horror. Reclaim the land and blame them for this growing diaspora. The explorers step forward, bound with empty promises. Hey Marlo, what's next? Next we fucking conquer
And
it.
with imagined community come modified jewelry. Take pride so beautifully, state lines so brutally.
Pause for respect of the cause and effect, cause the laws of the text are the flaws that move it suitably. So take time when moving these fake lines congruently. Take pride so beautifully, state lines so brutally. Pause for respect of the cause and effect, the laws of the text are the flaws that move it suitably. Naivete persists, it's getting hard to dismiss. It's like trying to fall asleep knowing you have to piss. It's like we took the blue pill and finally got our wish. It's like fuck the red pill, I don't wanna know what I miss. In the midst of this innocence, proving the bliss of ignorance, leaving us all illiterate, swinging our little fists. But this is not a reformation anthem, some product placement ransom for the free time I paid in advance on. Contrary to fuck with y'all, to which side I land on. Damn long time I'm reminded that we stand strong. Never spit a verse that wasn't proof since day one. We lay these tracks so others don't know the man from the legend I measured against. 7 repetitive tens, better the veterans mend the battles and level the fence. Hurt them like cattle to rattle cages that tried to prevent people with something to say and efforts for making a dent. Feeble, fuck it, let's play. Apathy's evident and I'm reluctant to pay for my production, so sediment doubles up on the day it was created to benefit the same people who mistake this wisdom for cleverness and steady breathing. From this point, believe me, the scenery that seems to be the reason that I'm leaving. So saddle up, push them down, gather stuff, build this town. Moving forward, make it worth it, cause the purpose is profound. In the rough, well, they're not made like they used to be. I mean, prior to when they were cut for making jewelry, they shine for the reason of lining inside a eulogy. It's new to me, I line them to fit together congruently. The standards that my friends have all been handed, I sacrifice stable footing cause I'm sick of standing. Planning on spending my life without demanding a right way of landing that dream job. Advantage, this seems not romantic to me. Stop, it can't be the weed that makes me cough when I breathe. Apathetic indeed, but it's sedated my greed. And as cliche as it seems, I do it all for the means. Just display it to see if I connected and reached across the neighboring seas, where I perfected my speech, enabled creators to preach and kept it true to the beat. With homeless MCs who made you standing and tapping your feet. God damn it, we keep this true skill to ourselves, cause the secrets we tell make you believe we can help. But I wasn't nominated, I wanted it, so I take it. I promised myself I'd make it. Astonished I didn't break it. Now I'm used to the feeling of abuse. Frustrated, only made me break through to the truth that I've been jaded. But I hide it in my cadence, arrival for those who waited. Survival is why I made it. I'm liable to make amazement and rival the blanket statement that's primal with syncopation, that we are only here for entertainment.
Came to set it straight, lean back and meditate. Wrap a belt around my waist and relegate the beat from Eliquate in hell. If I make it out the other side, you can find me high on I-35, riding with my jaw tight. American dreaming as if I had another choice. Crumbling with the country, call us the Lost Boys. I keep a noisy voice box and rock a pocket ace, just in case it might be worth drinking cold spiked Kool-Aid. New day, isn't it? Lit with tinder and flint. Yawn to meet the morning and ignore the dizzy spins. I explore the core of it, my eyes lose their rosy tint. I'll blame it on the citizens who lie with a grin. It's sickening to see the worker ants fake their advance and carry thrace their way, creating lesser man's blue plans. This is off kilter, unevenly displaced. Sift through the filler, don't drink it all away. I am sinking in my own skin, harder every day. While rudimentary games get all the radio play. Brief blink and embrace. The crafted words are a waste. We walk a long hallway with some phantoms to face. Medication to base the lack of fanatic craze. Gray matter of facts won't act black and white today. We are Minnesota landlocked. We don't need a coast, just a river and some lakes to pick the place we want to drown most. I'm just gonna go on. I don't know if I did it again. So,
That's who he is. No offense, Excellency. Just curious as to your plan of conquest.
I don't sing for hunger. I don't sing for lies. I only sing for freedom from the lies that let me rise. So take me off this dead old land and move me to the sky. The heights will fly lightly over ocean, lullaby.
Ascension is the best method for making it better. Apprehension shrouds intention, he adds another feather. Weather permitting, he decides today's a day to get away out of this maze. Still former ties have all been severed, with exception new connections made between the wings and arms. No idea on how to finish, no clue on where to start. So he starts with the slogans pulled from his mother's heart, holding on to those components that prompted him to part. Relocated opportunities, more populated lands, only props for his immunity negated their commands. This labyrinth was twisted, high walls and deep sand. Advancements commissioned, bulls with legs of man. So he put his best foot forward, believing it was worth it. Mother sayings lost their meanings, he couldn't make the words fit. This will turn out for the best, he tells himself, feeling so clever. But Camel lost ambition with the addition of that
So
feather.
this is what I have waited for. Just a second of your time.
Just a second of your time.
Get up and leave and find the life that has left me behind.
Had a roommate who believed, though we thought him as naive. Opportunities weren't knocking, so the two of them would scheme on ways to make a living out of dreams they had conceived. Though both of them ambitious, only one of them believed. So to nest, made collections, best self-deception, made quests for the vestige. Daedalus played the skeptic, Icarus gathered feathers, never hesitated or paused. His partner got the message, but he also got a job at the local coffee shop, just a regular John. But Icarus dreamed on of other ways he could pawn his independence from a system that, up to this point, had only squandered his ambition and kept him annoyed at the fact that that which he dreamed hadn't happened. So feverishly, feathers and sticks were fastened, flapping them shits late night in the basement. Ascension was so close he could almost taste it, but he didn't take the time to choose the right materials. Daedalus warnings every morning became cereal against his better judgment, but he didn't want to hear it though. So when the wings were finished, he thought it was a miracle. When he got to the edge, he was too scared to fly, so he hung his head low and decided not to try. Now he sits on the cliff, landlocked in self-doubt. Wax wings had to melt before they ever left the ground.
And as you hear that siren sing, you'll see that it is me, warning you of the distance from what you could be. So my son, oh, what have you done? Now we both sit so
is it? I feel alone, more so when in a crowd, but I'll only feel at home when no one I know is around. It's a fear that I have to get the laugh when I'm not funny. I never feel fulfillment till I'm drinking with my buddies. An ugly side is coming, dumbed down and cunning, an abundant need for running. Everyone's been so loving. No faces saying hi, though they wonder who's that guy. All the while to no surprise, no matter how hard that I try. I can't fight the feeling, so nervous it's in my eyes, and I can see that my disguise has failed. They see I'm shy, to hell with them. I only need like 7 friends. Don't mind the sentiments and liquor induce compliments and picture astonishment of all the fake accomplishments. You promises all sound like
we surely get together, maybe. Give you my number so that you can call me never.
Alcohol don't make you clever if you think louder is better. This opinion is not a matter of fact, but the fact of the matter is your opinion is whack. So I'm back to where I started, my comfort level departed. So I sit in the corner, party starter, made a martyr. And I feel so much smarter when everyone is retarded. You get more than you need when you never have to barter. But it's such a struggle when everyone's drinking hardy, and I still fucking wonder why I bother with these parties.
Where's the beer can?
Cause it's a good time when you gather with your friends, have a good time. No one will wonder when it ends at good time. No one will have to pretend this is the type of good time I never want to have again. It's good time when you gather with your friends, have a good time. No one will wonder when it ends at good time. No one will have to pretend this is the type of good time I never want to have again. Fuck it, go ahead and pour me a drink, cause this intelligence level has made me not want to think. I try sustaining social order, but I feel it start to sink. And with each swallow I take, I'm feeling closer to my instincts. Pissed, fuck shit, and tell them all how I feel. I fear if I did that, I'd be shunned for keeping it real. Say to their face that what they're saying is fake. Any efforts I make, it seems will just be a waste. Cause everything has a place, this ain't the place for what I say. The big mistake that I made was I decided to stay. As my restraint flies away, I can't accept it's okay. Though I try to behave, I hate the player and the game. An active effort made to keep the conversation worthless. Purpose of these gatherings, not to scratch the surface. Fuck that, I'm too drunk to be polite, and I could give less than a shit to keep the conversation light. My inhibitions aren't safe, and the room is spinning fast too. So just to save face, I'll escape to that bathroom. Excuse me, excuse me. And it's when you're gathered with your friends, having no one will wonder when it ends at the. No one will have to pretend this is the type of good time I never want to have again. And it's when you're gathered with your friends, having no one will wonder when it ends at the. No one will have to pretend this is the type of good time I never want to have again. Come on.
Fucking gross, dude. Yeah, hold on just a fucking second.
And now I'm finally alone, and I can see that I am stuck. It's not the people I loathe or the poison in their cup. It's not the unspoken code of talking to those who don't trust, but the voice in my head that won't. Shut the fuck up! It tries to tell me I'm special, the alpha dog of the pack. So never mind the aggression, because it bended the facts. You're so much better, so much stronger, so much smarter than you act. You should take it, never think of giving back. So by now I'm on the floor with my hands on my head, and there's someone by the door, and they think I am dead. So I pick myself up, I'm ready to pretend that voice in my head has told me to make some friends. Words.
I know the girl.
And it's a
smoke the joint.
Cause it's a good time when you gather with your friends, have a good time. No one will wonder when it ends at the good time. No one will have to pretend this is the type of good time I never want to have again. It's a good time when you gather with your friends, have a good time. No one will wonder when it ends at the good time. No one will have to pretend this is the type of good time I never want to have again.
Just gets louder. That's the one right there.